If you're brand new to making money online, then I want to show you the simplest way I have found that actually works. And all you need to do this is a laptop and an internet connection. Now, the first thing you want to do is actually sign up for an eBay account. Now, if you already have one, that's great. You can use the one you have already. In fact, I encourage you to use the account you already have because the older an account is, the more benefits it has. It's been around, it's established. You don't have to go through the entire setting up process. And usually older accounts have higher limits as well. Although increasingly, the limits on the account are less and less of an issue because eBay is giving higher limits to new accounts. But if you don't have an eBay account already, just head over to ebay.com and click on the top left where it says register. And if you have the option, definitely choose a business account, although it doesn't matter too much. Now, after you get signed up, you'll see that eBay gives you the option of signing up for what's called an eBay store subscription. Now, this is important to understand. When you have an eBay account, it is completely free to use, so you don't actually have to pay to register for an account. But you can pay for one of these store subscriptions. And basically what they do is they give you additional benefits like more free listings every month, slightly reduced fees in certain situations. But in the beginning, we're trying to kind of just get started with this, keep the cost as low as possible. So in the beginning, I just recommend you go with the free eBay plan and you don't worry about signing up for one of the store subscriptions. Now, because we're on eBay, you might assume I'm cruising around to thrift stores or yard sales, snagging random items, hauling it all back home just to take photos of them, craft eBay listings, and then ship them out one by one as they sell. But that is not the way I do things. Like I mentioned before, all you need to do this is a laptop and some Wi-Fi, so there's absolutely no need to hit up garage sales. You can run this business from literally anywhere. And the reason for that is because we are going to be dropshipping. Dropshipping works because it allows you to sell products on eBay without actually having to buy the inventory up front. Instead, you're going to create listings for some items here on eBay, just like this seller did right here. And then after the item sells, you're just going to go ahead and purchase it from your supplier for less money, just like this seller on eBay is doing. And the cool thing about this is that the supplier, in this case Walmart, will ship the item directly to your eBay customer, and you never have to lay a single finger on the package, which is why you can do this from literally anywhere in the world. If you've heard of dropshipping, you've probably heard of Shopify dropshipping or something similar to that. That's where you sell products on your own website that you have to make yourself. Now, there are problems with that method. The first one is that you actually have to build the website yourself. That takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of knowledge about how to build websites and make them look nice. And a lot of people end up with websites that don't convert. In other words, if people actually visit the site, no one will actually purchase from you. But the first problem with them, before you even get to that point, is you have to get people to actually visit your website. And that costs a lot of money. With things like marketing. That might be Facebook ads, it might be paying influencers on TikTok to give you a shout out. Whatever it is, it costs money. And the problem with that is that you are paying for this marketing and there's absolutely no assurance that anyone will actually even buy the product when they land on your website. So it can be an enormous money dump that you never see any return on. Now we can contrast that with a marketplace like eBay. And what makes this so unique and really so powerful is primarily the fact that there are already a ton of customers here on eBay shopping for items every single day. If they need something, they just come, search for it, go through the results, and buy what they want. So you don't have to worry about driving traffic to your website because there's already traffic here. The customers are already here looking for items. You just have to put the right items in front of them and they will go ahead and purchase it. This also means you don't have to build the website, you don't have to pay for advertising. None of that is involved with dropshipping on a marketplace like eBay. And in particular, why I like eBay so much over other marketplaces like Amazon.com is because eBay really has a lot of leeway for new sellers and experienced sellers for that matter. Amazon is very, very strict with their rules, pretty much too strict with their rules for sellers, and it makes it very, very difficult to sell on their website. eBay gives you a lot more grace. You can make a lot more mistakes on here and still have a successful store that continues on and on and on. So for beginners, eBay is a fantastic place to start dropshipping. All right, so I'm about to unload a ton of info on you. So to make this easier to keep up, I've gone ahead and I put together a sort of cheat sheet that breaks down everything I'm talking about in this video. So you can just sort of kick back, watch the video, don't have to take any notes. Just make sure you grab that cheat sheet. It's free. It's at the first link in the description down below. Then make sure to come back here to finish watching the video so you can learn the best way to find products to actually dropship on eBay. Now, to do product research, which is the method we use to actually find winning products, I always use this software called Zeek. And by the way, a link to Zeek will be included inside that cheat sheet I mentioned before. But this is it right here. When you log in, it's very simple to use because they make it very, very simple to use. So right here on the dashboard, what I love is when you log in, they are literally giving you winning products right away, right here on the dashboard. So this is showing me that this motor oil has been selling really well on eBay recently. It is sold 3 times in the past week alone for about a $19 profit. And I can click on this and this will bring me right over to Amazon to source the exact same product. We also have this fuel filter right here. This one is sold 7 times in the past week, 10 times in total for about a $4.40 profit. Now $4.40 doesn't sound like a lot, but when you have a lot of these items in your store, that can quickly add up. And when you have these items selling every single day for an entire month, you can see how quickly it can really add up. So really, really awesome that they kind of give you those products right here. But I'll show you my favorite product research tool of the many that Zeek has, which is this one right here, the trending dropshippers section. Because what this is doing for us is it is finding on eBay other people who are dropshipping and that are doing it very well. So this seller, for instance, has done over $123,000 in sales just with dropshipping in the past month. This person has done $53,000 in the past month, $26,000, $21,000. You get the idea. So this is very, very successful. People are doing very, very well with this. And what you can now do is look at their stores and see exactly what they're selling. If you click one of these buttons right here, that will actually analyze their entire store. So let's find one and actually do that. And now these are the results that Zeek gives us. So what this is doing for us is it's looking at all the items the seller is selling and it's ranking them. It's putting the most popular product at the top and the least popular at the bottom. This is something that we used to do manually and it would take us hours and hours and hours. And now it can take us just a matter of seconds to do. So I can see right here that their most popular product are these mason jars. They have sold 20 times in the past month, 8 times in the past 2 weeks. So this is a product that is popular and is selling. So what I can now do is I can go over to my supplier's website and look for something similar. Now this is where people get caught up. They get hung up on this. They think they have to sell the exact same product and somehow sell it cheaper than the person who's already selling it on eBay. But we have not found that to be the case at all. Instead, what you want to do is just look for a similar product to the one that they're selling. Sometimes you'll sell the exact same one because there isn't anything similar, but a lot of times, most of the time, we can find a different product and we'll introduce that new product to the marketplace that no one else is selling or no one else is selling successfully, and we can now sell it. And we know it's going to sell because we see that something similar is selling. Let me show you an example. So it doesn't matter what supplier you use, just go over to their website and search for the product. So I search here for glass mason jars. And I can see what appears to be the same one. But if I come down a little bit here, I see we have this one. It's pretty much the exact same product. It's these mason jars. It's a 12 count of them. They're the same size as the ones being sold on eBay, but they're a little bit different. And usually what I'm looking for when I'm looking for an item to list is something like this that's very similar, but is as cheap as possible with still good reviews. This one is $10 with over 700 positive reviews. And scrolling down, I don't see anything cheaper than that fits all of that criteria. $10 is the cheapest. So that is the one that I'm now interested in selling. It's a good price, it's got good feedback, which is going to prevent things like returns, and we know that this is a product that people want because it is very similar to the one that's successfully selling on eBay already. So now this is an item I can open up and actually list into my own eBay store, which I'll show you how to do in a second. But just to kind of finish this up, what I would then do is go through every single product that this person is selling successfully and do the exact same thing. Search on my supplier's website, find something similar, and then list up that one for sale. And then once I'm done with that, I'll open up another seller store and do the exact same thing, just like clockwork, over and over and over again with this system. All right, now let's actually list an item for sale. Now this used to be extremely tedious because what we had to do was actually grab all of the images, download them, copy everything like the title and the description and paste it into eBay. It used to take us maybe like 8 minutes, 10 minutes to create a listing, but now you can do it in a matter of seconds with software. So this is a software that I use to automate my dropshipping store. Again, a link for it will be inside that cheat sheet, which is linked in the description down below. But anyway, once you register for it or sign up for it, it will ask you right away to connect it up with your eBay store. That way, the software can be connected with eBay to run the full automation in the background 24/7 for you. So what's it doing? Well, first, you're able to list items with it, which I'll show you how to do in a second. But once you list them, it will automatically reprice them and restock them, meaning that if this price changes on Walmart, the price will automatically update on eBay if the item goes out of stock, similarly. And if someone orders the item from you, the software will actually automatically order it from Walmart and have it shipped directly to your customer. So you don't even have to do the order fulfillment yourself. There's more it does, but that is the basic components of it that automate your store. All right, let me show you how to actually list items. You'll see how easy it is. So I've already set this up. In other words, I've already connected it with my eBay account, but I'll click now where it says add single product. And now coming over to Walmart, I will just copy down the URL. That's the only thing I have to copy, paste it in there, and click on the orange button. And so now what it's doing is it's grabbing all of this stuff from Walmart, like the photos, the title, the description, bringing it over. It's taking the price and it will instantly increase the price as well to cover things like my eBay fees, any sales tax I may have to pay. All of that will be accounted for by the software so that when I actually sell it, I actually make money instead of losing money. So you can see all of that in here. You could spend a few minutes updating it if you want, changing the title, but it does a lot for you, right? It automatically adds tags. It automatically selects the right shipping method. You can have the stock and price monitoring and auto ordering turned on, which we talked about. It will automatically bring in different variations. Like if this was available in different sizes, you can see there is a 2-pack of it, but it's out of stock. So it's only doing the one. You can see all the images. So, I mean, it just does it all for you. If you're ready, you just click on save and import, and that item will then be live in your eBay store, ready for people to purchase it from you. So that is my exact method in a nutshell. And I first discovered this when I was sort of at rock bottom. I had tried many other online businesses before, never saw any success with them. I found this, I implemented this method, and it worked. This method allowed me to quit my full-time job to do dropshipping full-time because I was making more money with it than it was working as a lawyer in New York City. So this is what I consider to be the easiest way for beginners to get started making money online. If you want more help with this, make sure to download the free cheat sheet down below. Then subscribe to the channel because I give tons of tips on how to get started with eBay dropshipping. So definitely subscribe, and then I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.